Hey, y'all, welcome to the Blue Plate Special. It is real live music right here in beautiful downtown Knoxville, Tennessee. We're here inside of Visit Knoxville. Feel free to come join us if you like. If you can't be here to enjoy the show live today, you can watch it streaming live from the WDVX Facebook page or our YouTube channel. Today we have two acts on the show for you from right here in Knoxville, Tennessee, the Luv Muffins here, and we'll be up the second half of the show. To get things started, well, he's based over in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. Welcome, Les Kerr, back to the Blue Plate Special.
I come from a shipyard town where a working, welding, lunchbox crowd sweats hard until the shift winds down. That's life in a shipyard town. But when it came time to play, where palm trees and the girls would sway, old Highway 90 led the way. And still does to this day. I'm a child of Highway 90. She's still calling out my name. I learned life and love in Lonesome, traveling her way. She's a part of me, the heart of me. She always takes me home. I'm a child of Highway 90 and the Gulf of Mexico. Cross the river west of town, 90 took me toward sundown to a tempting siren town. I never turned her down. Gus Stevens nightclub on the coast held memories and shapely ghosts. Whiskey vapors heard us toast the girls we loved and lost. I'm a child of Highway 90. She's still calling out my name. I learned life and love in Lonesome, traveling her way. She's a part of me, the heart of me. She always takes me home. I'm a child of Highway 90 and the Gulf of Mexico. My southern dreams of beignets down at Mary's place still bring to mind a sleepy smile upon a certain face. Then like fine powdered sugar, she soon vanished on the wind, leaving me to wonder if we'd ever meet again. We never did. I'm a child of Highway 90. She's still calling out my name. I learned life and love in Lonesome, traveling her way. She's a part of me, the heart of me. She always takes me home. I'm a child of Highway 90 and the Gulf of Mexico. I'm a child of Highway 90 and the Gulf of Mexico. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That song's about U.S. Highway 90 that runs along the Gulf of Mexico, starting in Jacksonville, Florida, through the Florida Panhandle, and the southern Alabama coast through Mobile, Alabama, and Bayou Battery over into Mississippi coast, where I grew up in Pascagoula, Mississippi, and into Slidell and New Orleans, Louisiana. When I was growing up down there, that was the way you had to go east and west. They didn't have Interstate 10 completed back then. So we learned to go east and west on good old Highway 90, which is still there. As I mentioned, I'm from the Gulf Coast, and there are a lot of different cultural influences down there, not the least of which is Irish. And I know there's somebody who was from Mobile, Alabama, who knows that there's a huge Irish culture there, and I lived in Mobile for about 7 years right before I moved to Nashville. And growing up down there, I got hooked on coffee with chicory. And since the time I can remember, me and coffee, I would always get some coffee and chicory and start my day, which I still do. But before you could buy it in the grocery stores in Nashville, every time I was playing on the Gulf Coast, I would load up my car with coffee and chicory, which you could buy off the shelf in the grocery stores down there. So I got to thinking, I felt like there are probably other things that musicians might bring back from the Gulf Coast that might not be quite what you want to brag about, but I smuggled coffee back to Nashville from there. And I read some survey that came out years ago that said people from the American South and people from Ireland are the most nostalgic groups of people in the whole world about their homelands, and they always wish they could get back and rarely ever do. So I wrote this song based on the fact that little coffee with chicory every morning that my dear brother-in-law and sister-in-law give me for Christmas now every year. It's been a wonderful thing, but it takes me home every morning. So this song is called Southerners and Irishmen. Southerners and Irishmen always long for home, no matter how far they're away or how long they've been gone. The little things that take them there for moments at a time are elevated to a place that's sacred in their minds. To hear a fiddle play a piece of some old Irish reel can cause a man from County Cork to genuflect and kneel. A Georgia lady in New York might fall down on her knees if someone merely speaks the words, "My mama's black-eyed peas." Show a cotton bowl to a Mississippi sun, or talk about the bluegrass to an old Kentuckian. Find a displaced Dubliner and sing, "Oh, Danny boy," and smiling eyes will soon be filled with grateful tears of joy. I do my best to keep a taste of home right close at hand. I guard coffee with chicory like smuggler's contraband. Be it Irish whiskey or fried chicken with green beans, Southerners and Irishmen are brought home by such things. Southerners and Irishmen always long for home, no matter how far they're away or how long they've been gone. Others have a sense of sight, of hearing, touch, and taste, but Southerners and Irishmen are blessed with sense of place. Southerners and Irishmen always long for home. Thank you.
This is Les Kerr with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. So Les, you were telling me before the show you've been working on some new music.
I have. The alleged album that I've been bragging about producing for the last 3 or 4 years is finally coming to pass. And it's going to be called Child of Highway 90, which was the first song I sang, and that's the sort of the title song for the album. And there's already one single out from that album, so I'm very happy about that.
And where can folks find that single?
It's up there on your Spotify and your YouTube and all over wherever people can get it.
All the musical platforms.
You just about can't get away from it, as a matter of fact.
And when do we think that the
full album,
gonna be?
and I'm going to do a vinyl one, I think, this year, because everybody likes. Remember when vinyl went out of style, and then it came back in? But it probably will be either March 30th or April 2nd. I'm trying to avoid April Fool's Day. I just want people to know it's not really a joke. It's a real album. So.
Well, I'll say that date will be set by the date that the vinyl's actually pressed.
That's true.
Because there's a really long backlog from what I know.
And we still have a few more
right
recordings to do for the record, too. We're almost finished with it.
All right. Well, you can keep an eye on the website there at leskerr.com, Kerr, and just one S in Les. He's going to be performing down at Boyd's Jig and Reel tonight, part of the songwriters round happening there tonight. Again, you can find more information on that at the website, and he's got some merch available over there after the show, which gives you the opportunity to just chat it up, shake and howdy with him, and thank him for being here with us today.
One of the albums was recorded right here in this room.
What?
One of the albums over
it
there
was
recorded
actually
right here at the Blue Plate Special.
He did a live from the Blue Plate Special project over there. So, yeah, I'm going to get out of the way because we want more music from you.
Well, thank you, Red. It's always a treat to be here. Since I mentioned that single, I wrote it with it's a song called McKinney's Gin, and I have a very good friend named Randy Cross who grew up in St. Joseph, Tennessee. St. Joseph is west of Nashville, very close to the Alabama border. And we based this song on his memories of growing up in that little town where the old cotton gin was sort of a focal point. People would gather, swap stories and things like that. So we took his wonderful memories and put them in this song. And this is the one that's on the internet now and will be part of the new album. It's called McKinney's Gin. When the sun shatters into stars, moonlight spills across the land, my mind returns to southern nights. Memory takes my hand and leads to a world that's gone. Faces and the sounds, voices that called my name across that weary ground. It's McKinney's gin my mind always sees, like Spanish moss, cotton lint hung from the trees. The people are my people in St. Joseph, Tennessee. I left them years ago, but they still live in me. Daddy worked hard in the fields. I never heard him complain. He'd say most things can be cured by a night of good slow rain. There's a part of me I keep, like cotton, corn, and cane. And each night I fall to sleep to the sound of a good slow rain. It's McKinney's gin my mind always sees, like Spanish moss, cotton lint hung from the trees. The people are my people in St. Joseph, Tennessee. I left them years ago, but they still live in me. Now Daddy's gone, and so's McKinney's gin. But I'll see him and Mama once again. It's McKinney's gin my mind always sees, like Spanish moss, cotton lint hung from the trees. The people are my people in St. Joseph, Tennessee. I left them years ago, but they still live in me. I left them years ago, but they still live in me. Oh, thank you. And I'm looking forward to playing at Boys Jig and Reel tonight. That'll be a lot of fun. I've heard so many great things about it. And I've been a fan of Knoxville and East Tennessee music for years and years and years. Red would wonder if something was the matter with me if I didn't sing a food song.
Well, you know one thing, since you brought up food, you have to say Boyd's Jig and Reel.
Is that not what I just said?
Well,
Maybe
because they used to be a sponsor of the Blue Plate Special, and people used to come and ask me where the chicken grill was all the time. Just a little observation there. It's a jig and reel.
Oh, not a chicken grill.
It's not a chicken grill.
I get it.
I'll tell you.
Sorry.
All right, sing us a food song.
Okay. This goes down to the Mississippi Delta, and if you've ever driven what we call the Blues Highway, good old Highway 61, you'll pass a lot of great places to eat. And there's one little restaurant in Tunica, Mississippi, by the traffic light, and it's called the Blue and White. And it was originally a Pure oil station, and you may remember that Pure signs were completely white with the blue border and the word pure. Well, that's what it started out as, but there was always somebody in the background cooking back in the 1930s. During the course of its existence, it's been a mechanic shop, it's been a Greyhound bus station, all this, but all the while people were back there cooking. So it's now a full-time restaurant. They just got smart and said, well, that's the only thing that's lasted through all these things. So I was there just by happenstance, and I was so impressed with the lunch I was having that I started writing a song on a napkin, and this is called The Blue and White. I did not use the napkin later after I finished my lunch, though. Driving up the Blues Highway, Clarksdale to Memphis, heat of the day, half past hungry, that's for sure. I saw that place, white, blue, and pure. There were pickup trucks, Cadillacs, and old John Deere was parked out back. Harley rigs, trucks hauling pigs, drivers inside eating big. I had them eating 3 at the Blue and White out on 61 by the traffic light. The coffee's black and the bread is white. They feed you right at the Blue and White. They treat you right at the Blue and White. Lou and the waitress brought iced tea. She said it's sweet, hun, just like me. Now here's what you gon' get today. Hamburger steak dressed all the way. I'm talking about mushrooms, gravy, onions too. Mashed potatoes for you're through. Then she said with her southern twang, save room for pie. We got that good meringue. I had the meeting 3 at the Blue and White, out on 61 by the traffic light. The coffee's black and the bread is white. They feed you right at the Blue and White. They treat you right at the Blue and White. Talking about turnip greens, lima beans, okra that will make you sing. And when you think you've had it all, fried pickles drive you up the wall. I had the meeting 3 at the Blue and White, out on 61 by the traffic light. The coffee's black and the bread is white. They feed you right at the Blue and White. They treat you right at the Blue and White. Thank you. I am going to do a song that's dear to my heart around this time because of the year, because it's about my grandmother who lived in a little place called Louisville, Mississippi, and we would drive up there and visit her. And back then, back in the 1960s, she had a television, and there are no TV stations near Louisville, Mississippi. At least there weren't back then. And my daddy actually went up on the roof and installed one of those things that never worked, where you were supposed to be able to aim the antenna toward the nearest TV station, but all we ever got was snow. So anyway, and for those of you that don't know what that means, it's when the screen just has nothing but spots on it. This song is about how my grandmother entertained us with an old tobacco box that she filled with stuff that just didn't have any use, and we loved it. This is called the Button Box. The old box held tobacco in the general store. Old men bought it plug by plug till the old box held no more. Somehow my grandma got that box and put it to good use. She filled it up with buttons that were laying round loose. I called my grandma Meemaw and my cousins did too. And when we went to Meemaw's, there was just one thing to do. We didn't need no tinker toys or fancy building blocks, but we would have a fit to get into that button box. It held 100 buttons and some keys that fit no locks. How we used to love to play in that old button box. The old folks watched us entertain each other to no end. We'd play our little button games again and again, and then we'd start all over with the same old buttons too. We handled them with care as if they all were shiny new. It held 100 buttons and some keys that fit no locks. We would have a fit to get into that button box. Now we are all older and our childhood days have passed, but we built some memories with buttons that will last. And we who were the children then have started our own flocks. Now only happy memories fill that old button box. It held 100 buttons and some keys that fit no locks. How we used to love to play in that old button box. It held 100 buttons and some keys that fit no locks. And we would have a fit to get into that button box. All right, thank you. I've been asked if I was going to do a Christmas song, so Linda, this is just for you and for everybody else. I hope you'll enjoy it. It was written by the great, wonderful poet, the wonderful philosopher, Robert Earl Keen. And I was happy to record this on my Christmas album. The Jordanaires were on that album too, and it was a real treat to get to record with them. But anyway, this is a song that was written by Robert Earl Keen. I was very pleased that after he heard it, he liked it. And it's a very sentimental song. I hope you'll enjoy it. There is a Barbie doll in the gravy boat upon Mom's TV set. An angel made of styrofoam holds Rita's cigarette. Fran has got a cozy spot beneath the Christmas tree, sitting in his underwear, drunk as he can be. You know the kids are in their sleeping bags with every kind of toy. Ken and Kay have hit the hay in Dad's new lazy boy. Fran still got that cozy spot beneath the Christmas tree, sitting in his underwear, drunk as he can be. Last night we all sang Jingle Bells and opened up our heart. This morning our house looks like hell, or possibly Walmart. Someone clean the gravy boat and find the Tylenol. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays, you all. Of course, old Dad got Mom a flannel robe and Ken a socket set. Mom got Kay a super value pack of Nicorette. Kay got Ken a Nordic track and a new guitar for me. Ken got sister Spanish speaking lessons on CD. Last night we all sang Jingle Bells and opened up our heart. This morning our house looks like hell, or possibly Walmart. Someone clean the gravy boat and dress the Barbie doll. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays, you all. We're making mimosas on the deck and packing the U-Haul. Merry Christmas, everyone. God bless us one and da 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 da. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you.
That's Les Kerr on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. Again, more information can be found on his website there, leskerr.com. And you get a second chance to see Les this evening at Boyd's Jig and Reel down in the Old City. Feel free to stop by the merch table and shake and howdy with him after the show. And thank him for being here with us today. Support for the WDVX Blue Plate Special comes from listeners just like yourselves, from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Tennessee Arts Commission. Visit Knoxville, downtown Knoxville, and Barley's in Knoxville's Old City. It's home of the Big Plate. On Fridays, we do this, but we do it there. It gives us a little bit more space. This Friday, Memphis and the Misfits will be with us doing it's a big old blues band coming to join us. You can always find out who is headed this way. Tomorrow, here on the show, the Runout will be with us, along with Luke Israel and the All-Star Specials. And as I mentioned, we'll be down at Memphis, down at Barley's tomorrow with Memphis and the Misfits. And then Saturday, right back here inside Visit Knoxville with Christopher Wright and Dale J. Gordon. So we're going to have a run of shows next week through next Friday. We will wind up the year next Friday at Barley's with Todd Steed and the Christmas Suns. We are going to be taking the last week of the year and the first week of the year holiday break from the shows, but then we'll be right back there in January, back here with another 50 weeks of music for you. So keep an eye on our website for upcoming performances at WDVX.com. So there's some familiar faces on that stage up there, but as a group, it's a pretty new group to us here. Give a great big welcome to East Tennessee's own The Luv Muffin to the Blue Plate Special.
Where's that feedback coming from? We got it. Okay. Thank you very much. I don't know whose idea it was to play those last, but it was kind of brisk. So yeah, we are the Luv Muffins, plural, thank you. Mostly we exist to play for contra dancers, but every now and then we get an opportunity to play out and do different things, which we're going to do a lot of that right now. And so those last two tunes, the first was an Irish tune called Julia Delaney, and the second tune was original, that old Mr. Bushy Tail. So,
and if you could see Danny, he has got a bushy tail. Just saying.
Don't tell anybody. Come on now.
Little known fact.
All right. This is an old song. It's older than all of us here put together, and one I've known since I was about a teenager, I guess. Man. Cheeks as red as a blooming rose, eyes of the deepest brown. You're the darling of my heart, stay till the sun goes down. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm going away. Well, the last time I saw Shady Grove, she was standing in the door, shoes and stockings in her hand, and her little bare feet on the floor. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm going away.
If I had a needle and thread, fine as I could sew, so I love him, I'd go down and down the road I'd go. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm going away. It's peaches in the summertime and apples in the fall. If I can't have the one I love, I won't have none at all. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm going away.
Well, when I was a little boy, my mom always told me, if you never kiss the girl, your lips will outgrow moldy. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say.
Shady Grove, my little love,
I'm going away. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm going away. Thank you very much. There are a zillion verses to that song. We could stand up here all day, keep throwing out more verses, but
It's the Luv Muffin with us here today on the Blue Plate special. I'm trying to figure out who's the Luv Muffin. Who's the
we are all the Luv Muffins, plural.
plural? All right.
and it's spelled L-U-V. We talking love.
Love muffins, best part of the meal. Yeah.
So that's Dan Gammon up there on the mandolin and fiddle so far. And so Dan has been on here with Yuns many times, his other band. And this is the first time with the Luv Muffins. So tell us, give us the story. Introduce the band and tell us, how long you been together playing music. You told us a little bit. You're playing for contra dances mostly right now.
Yeah. I don't know how long we've been together. We've been doing this a long time, though. And we have Jay Management over here on guitar. Back in the back, Helen Vachon on percussion. And you might recognize this lady as one of the Hominy Mamas who's been on this stage quite a number of times. And one of her other mamas is out here in the audience. And of course, I'm Danny Gammon, thank you. And
Well, all right.
that's all I know how to do.
So the I guess the pointing Dan out is if you want to find them out there on social media, it's probably easiest to look up one of their socials, right?
Yeah. We don't have our own dedicated Luv Muffins page.
The Luv Muffins.
The Luv Muffins. It's like the Beatles, the Luv Muffins.
All right. So, yeah, you can search out, Dan Gammon there on Facebook, and you will find a link there over to what's going on. Even some new band pictures got made. I saw that on your Facebook page there. Shake and howdy with them afterwards, y'all, and just, thank them for being here with us today during the holidays. It's a busy time for everybody, so we appreciate them carving out a little time to be here with us today. I'm going to get out of the way so we can get more music from the Luv Muffins on the Blue Plate Special.
Oh, you're gonna miss your daddy when he's gone. Yeah, you're gonna miss your daddy when he's gone. Daddy's gone down that lonely road where the hen never laid, cock never crowed. Oh, you're gonna miss your daddy when he's gone. Oh, better have a dollar than a dime, Yeah, I'd rather have a dollar than a dime.
Anytime.
Dad's gone down that across the track. If you can't make a dollar, he ain't coming back. Oh, I'd rather have a dollar than a dime. Play it. Oh, you better love your daddy while you can. Yeah, you better love your daddy while you can. Daddy's going down that natural race. If you can't take the money, you won't show his face. Oh, you better love your daddy while you can. Play, Jay. Oh, your daddy's gone to Knoxville now. Yeah, your daddy's gone to Knoxville now. Daddy's gone down that Knoxville road where the dog never barks, the cock never crows. Oh, your daddy's gone to Knoxville now. Daddy's gone to Knoxville now. Daddy's gone to Knoxville now.
Mark Knopfler wrote that song.
Believe it or not.
I don't know that he ever came here, though. He's not been on a blue plate special that I know about. Oh, wrong instrument. Sorry. It was just the closest one to me. There. Now all is right with the universe. This is a song John Anderson wrote, and it's about the part of Florida that he comes from. And there's a lady sitting back in the back who's from that part of Florida too. We talked about that. So this is called Seminole Wind. Searched for wealth untold, checked for silver and for gold, and they left the empty hole. Now way down south in the Everglades, where the black water rolls and the sawgrass waves, the eagles fly and the otters play in the land of the Seminole. Blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. Calling to you like a long lost friend, I know who you are. Blow, blow from the Okeechobee all the way up to Nicanopy. Blow across the home of the Seminole, the alligator and the gar. Progress came and took its toll in the name of flood control. They made their plans and they drained the land. Now the glades are going dry. Last time I was in the swamp, I sat down on a cypress stump. Listened close and I heard the ghost of Osceola cry. Blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. I'm calling to you like a long lost friend, I know who you are. Blow, blow from the Okeechobee all the way up to Nicanopy. Blow across the home of the Seminole, the alligator and the gar. Blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. Calling to you like a long lost friend, I know who you are. Blow, blow from the Okeechobee all the way up to Nicanopy. Blow across the home of the Seminole, the alligator and the gar. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's hard to believe that the same brain conjured that up as conjured up swinging, but we'll overlook that. We're going to play a fiddle tune for you. Actually, this is a medley of two that we play a lot for contra dances. This is Willets or Won'ts and Cold Frosty Morning.
It's the Luv Muffins with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. We're going to get one last tune from them here today, but how about one more round of applause for Les Kerr, the first half of the show here today? Les has some merch available over there after the show, and then again later tonight at Boyd's Jig and Reel in the Old City. Again, you can find more information on the Luv Muffins by visiting Dan Gammon's Facebook page. There's probably one of the best places.
And just so you know, if you want to catch us playing at a contra dance, January 6th, it's in the next year. January 6th at the Oak Ridge Children's Museum. It's a Saturday night at 8 o'clock.
All right.
Put your dancing shoes on.
Again, join us tomorrow for the Run Out and Luke Israel and the All-Star Specials. They're getting all the names in there, you know. We are a listener-supported radio station, y'all. There's always a donation bucket in the back. A little love in the bucket keeps the good music going on the Blue Plate Special. Do join us again for another Blue Plate. You know, we'll be doing them through next Friday. So if you have friends or family in town visiting, come and enjoy some live music on the Blue Plate Special. Thank you all so much for being here with us today. Will you leave us with a last tune?
Thanks for having us, and thanks to Johnny back there for doing our sound, and Jeter for being our videographer. This is a song that was first recorded by Charles Brown, and later Aaron Neville and the Eagles. I wanted to close out with a Christmas song. Bells will be ringing, the sad, sad news. Oh, what a Christmas to have the blues. My baby's gone, I have no friends to give me greetings. Once again, choirs will be singing Silent Night, Christmas carols by candlelight. Come home for Christmas, please come home for Christmas. If not for Christmas, by New Year's night, friends and relations send salutations, sure as the stars shine above. Yes, this is Christmas, Christmas, my dear, the time to be with the ones you love. So won't you tell me you'll never more roam? Christmas and New Year's will find you home. There'll be no more sorrow, no grief and pain, and I'll be happy Christmas once again. Won't you tell me you'll never more roam? Christmas and New Year's will find you home. There'll be no more sorrow, no grief and pain, and I'll be happy Christmas once again. Thank you very much for having us. Thanks to WDVX, Red Hickey,
That's the Luv Muffins. Thank y'all. Join us next time for more real live music on the Blue Plate Special.